I know you think you've heard this story before, but I promise this tale won't be such a bore. My name is John, and 'twas the night before Christmas. And when I noticed my holiday lights weren't working, I knew something was amiss. Onto the roof, I made such a clatter. Oops, it looks like I knocked down my ladder. Now what did my wondering eyes did appear but a jolly old elf, dressed in red and white from toe to ear. Ho ho, he did laugh, the large man, as he hefted a great bag, and what was my response? I screamed as loud as a wet bog hag. In his shock, he started to slip on some ice, his legs kicked around, and he shouted some words that were just not nice. His droll little mouth was shaped like a big O, and when he went over the side, I heard some horrible crash down below. Suddenly a new elf did appear, and what he said to me did not assuage my fear. Santa Claus is dead, and in his place I must take. It is not just I who is in control, but 3 aspects of legend, who with mystical dice that they can roll. The challenges are set, and to become Santa Supreme, they will fight to take over, whenever you get hurt or run out of steam. Now sleep I must go, and when my eyes open, we shall start the show. And that's you guys. So if you guys want to now bet on who wants to go first. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you guys got to roll off Alex and Josh because you bet the same amount.
I rolled a 1.
I also rolled a 1.
Roll
All right,
again.
one more time.
Roll again.
5.
2. It's yours.
It's
All right.
yours.
Sorry, have we spent our willpower either way?
No, you only spend it if you take over. So you keep what you have.
Oh, okay. So I spend my willpower.
Correct. You've now spent 2.
Now I'm Santa.
Yes.
I'm first to play Santa today.
And which aspect are you?
Santa the Jolly.
Santa the Jolly. Sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds like Santa Prime there. But
Every Santa is prime if you approach it with the right mindset. It's good to be Santa, you know?
I think so.
I was a little bit nervous my first day on the job being Santa. But, I think it's going to go well. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you wake up in your sled. It's flying already.
Oh, my God!
The reins, they're not in your hands, but you are going. And that elf that you saw before that told you all about your predicament, he looks between the ages of 26 and 16. You're not really sure.
He's over 18, right?
He's like 200 years old, but that's what he looks like anyway.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's screaming because
Same.
you're flying. What happens next?
So did we just fall asleep at the reins here? Or
Yep,
does this happen often?
it can.
It can. Okay. Do I have some sort of Santa GPS where I can tell where we are? Because I feel like if I'm already airborne, I could be fucking anywhere right now.
For sure. Yeah, you do. You look and you see a console on there, and there's an old time radar blipping. One is you,
Okay.
the red dot, and then
Yep.
a bunch of little dots that are all the houses, and then you can see that you're in a specific continent. So right now you're actually in South America.
Oh, I don't know my way around South America at all. Shit. Is there some way for me to tell, is this my first stop of the night, or how far along am I?
I don't know. You tell me. Your house was the first stop that you knew of, but...
Right. And I don't live in South America.
No, you don't live in South America. You live in Minneapolis. How did you get here?
I don't even know where Minneapolis is. I've forgotten already. I've been Santa for so long.
For too long.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess let's deliver some presents.
All right.
I'd like to stop at, the first house that I see and spread some Xmas cheer.
Sure. All right. Well, you land on the first roof that you see. It's a 1-story house,
Okay.
Pretty plain, not a big yard, but they do have a yard. You do notice that they have some sleeping dogs down below.
Okay. Great.
Well, what are you going to do?
I mean, I'm going to hop out of the sleigh and grab my bag of presents, and I'm going to slide down the chimney, of course.
All right. Roll to slide down the chimney.
Okay. The second of my 3 abilities is sneak down the chimney.
Oh, perfect.
so specific.
So you only need to roll a 3 through 6.
I rolled a 4. So
Perfect.
I successfully slide down the chimney. suck in my gut.
Yeah, exactly. You suck in your gut, you suddenly morph into the exact length and size of the chimney that
Just
they
like
have,
Tim Allen.
which is totally weird because who has chimneys anyway? And you make it down into the house.
Okay, awesome.
It's dark, but you see some Christmas lights and a tree.
I see some Christmas lights and a tree. Okay, cool. Are there snacks?
You don't see anything left out for you.
Can I go looking for snacks?
You can do that if you wish.
I would like to go looking for snacks.
All right.
Everybody's supposed to leave snacks out for Santa, and if there's no snacks, I'm going to go looking.
This person was too rude and did not leave you any snacks.
They've got dogs, so dogs might have ate the snacks, so.
It could be. All right, you start looking. Where do you start looking?
Kitchen first. I mean, I'm going to open up the fridge, look for, see if I can pour myself a nice frosty glass of milk.
Okay.
Look for cookies second.
Yeah, you open the fridge. It is stocked, actually, because they
Nice.
just had like a big Christmas party earlier that night. So you see, all the fixins, all the trimmings, and there is a carton of milk.
Great. I just realized that if I go digging through their cupboards, I'm probably going to wake people up,
Mm-hmm.
which is not in line with my mission as Santa the Claus. So I'm actually just going to drink straight from the carton.
All right. Well, roll to drink. Are you good at this?
One of my skills is belly like a bowl full of jelly. Does that make me good at drinking and eating?
I have no idea what that means, so I guess you tell me.
I'm going to say, yeah. I think that's related to food and heftiness abilities.
Perfect. All right. Well, you're a food expert.
I rolled a 2. What do I have to roll to
Okay.
succeed?
You can add a willpower or you just fail now.
And if I fail, I lose control of Santa?
Correct.
I don't want to spend all my willpower right away, so I'll fail and I'll lose
All
control
right.
of Santa.
Well, you start chugging from that carton of milk, and then, oh my gosh, you forgot John.
Blackout.
He's actually lactose intolerant. And he starts breaking into hives. Like, this is still his body that's just morphed into Santa, correct? So, like,
Right.
he
Oh,
still has
fuck.
those same problems. He's starting to throw up. Oh my God. So much throw up that you pass out.
Shit.
Please, the other two, start voting for control.
By the way, if you're going to add willpower, you have to do it before you roll.
I see. Well,
For future.
Okay, good to know.
I am the Santa of rules lawyering. So.
Okay.
I remember
Santa the
giving
lawyer.
you that.
And if I'm Santa right now,
Uh-huh.
do I get to bet on being Santa next, or I just can't be Santa next?
I think you can't be, if I remember
Okay,
right.
gotcha.
I think you just end up running out of willpower if you keep beating everybody. So that's just kind of how
That's
it
true.
works.
Perfectly acceptable for the previously active
Okay.
voice to win a bid and remain active, but you may not want to because you want to save your willpower.
That's true.
Okay,
So-
all right.
Let's vote in 3, 2, 1. Jake is up next. Ho, ho, ho. So deduct your willpower. Each two of you, though, you guys get 1 willpower each
Oh, nice.
Oh,
for not getting in.
Is that because they fell asleep last time, or
No, just whoever doesn't end up taking control gets a willpower.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you wake up, oh my gosh, you're covered in vomit and you're in some stranger's house. There's dogs licking vomit off of you, though. That's pretty gross. What do you do?
Well, as the aspect known as Sinterklaas, I am no stranger to waking up blackout drunk.
That's fair.
Indeed, one of the skills I took was alcohol tolerance. So, so I would like to right myself, wipe off the vomit, shoo the
Perfect.
dogs away.
The holiday vomit? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I want to get the lay of the land here. You said this was a well-stocked fridge.
Correct.
Does it look like we're in a kind of a nice home, or
Yeah, it's a one-story home, so you do know, like, beyond the kitchen, there is the hallway that leads to the bedrooms. There's about 2 bedrooms there. It's just a regular house, not like a rich person's house, but also like maybe, just slightly middle class.
do I have my like infinite sack of holding for presents?
For sure. I mean, you brought it down with
Yeah.
you when you went down the chimney, I assume.
Cool. Then I would like to start emptying the fridge into my sack.
All right. What do you start stealing?
Just the contents of the fridge. I'm not concerned about. I've got an infinite bag.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So you start dumping in half open things of butter in there. You got some already open eggnog. There's some turkey. Oh yeah, all the good stuff. There is also, some cookies in there. There's some milk that you just, well, I guess there isn't milk. You actually threw that away, I'm assuming, after you passed out. But yeah, you get all that good stuff going.
Cool. Well, I pop a cookie in my mouth as I'm doing it.
Perfect. Can you roll for cookie?
Yeah. Oh. Roll for cookie.
Oh, no.
I thought I'd have to roll for the stealing, not for the cookie.
Got to roll for that eating.
All right. Well, I haven't decided on my third skill yet, but I don't have any. I don't think it's going to be eating related, so I'll just go for it.
Sure.
And I got a 2.
Perfect. Well, you start choking on that cookie. Oh my gosh. Milk and cookies, guys, they're dangerous if you decide to be gluttonous or forget that you're lactose intolerant. It's important to chew your food fully before you swallow, but you were just going at it crazy, two-handed. Anyway, so I guess that becomes the now contested Santa Claus. He gets dizzy from the choking. He's coughing. And in 3, 2, 1, let's vote. Can you move your hand over a little bit, Josh? Okay, so you and Alex need to roll off.
Oh, Alex, stop it.
6.
Oh, get out of here.
All right, so Alex takes over.
Josh will get to play at some point. No big deal.
Maybe.
I'm just sinking further and further into the subconscious nether realm.
Well, the nice thing is that you do now get an extra willpower as well as
nice.
you, Jake. And go ahead, Alex. You're coughing.
I wake up coughing.
Yeah. Your mouth is so parched.
Oh, and I'm in the same house, but a different room. So
Yeah. You woke up and you're in the bathroom. That's lucky.
Okay.
You look at yourself in the mirror and oh my gosh, you've gotten a white beard now. You didn't have that
Oh my
before.
God.
I mean, you're huge even.
The Santa disease is really moving quickly.
Yes.
Okay. I've definitely wasted way too much time in this house. So
Yeah. You do notice there is a clock in the bathroom. Wow, I don't know why, but they notice that it's actually been about 45 minutes you've been in this one home.
Oh my God. I've got to do the entire planet and I've been in this one house for 45 fucking minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm fucking booting out of here. So I just walk past through the living room. I remember I haven't left any presents yet. So I reach into the bag of presents and grab a stick of butter. And I don't have time to figure out what's actually supposed to be left here. So I toss the stick of butter and back up the chimney I go.
Perfect. Up the chimney. Again, you just weirdly shrink into the chimney shape. Up you go. You're back next to your sleigh. Let's head out.
Well, I got to hit every house in the world, so I'm going next door.
Perfect. Yeah. So you rev up your engines and then land right next door to the next house.
Yep.
That's how Santa works.
Yep.
Yeah, you're there. Oh no, though, these people, they don't actually have a chimney because most people don't these days. What are you going to do to get in there?
Now, my understanding from when Tim Allen did this is that...
Oh, interesting. Tim Allen also was a Santa Claus, you say?
I think that's the Santa who died at my house. But my understanding is that he just makes a chimney appear.
It is if that's a power you have.
Well, I have sneak down chimney.
Ah, that's true. You do have a skill that applies to that. So let us find out. Do you make a chimney?
6.
Perfect. The chimney appears. Oh my goodness. It is like a chimney of old red bricks.
Nice.
Huge size for you to fit in. You don't even need to shrink.
Which is weird because this is like a vinyl siding house, but it's a brick chimney. So
yeah, exactly. It's a brick chimney. It looks like one of those ones that you would see in a Christmas movie. And you slide down, no soot or anything even. It's perfectly clean.
Well lubricated.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost as if it was made for Santa to slide down specifically.
This hole was made for me.
Yes, exactly. That's why he has that skill. So you're inside their living room. Once again, this actually is a 2-story home. So you have the kitchen downstairs. You're in the regular living room. There's a Christmas tree. But there's quite a lot of presents here actually already. There's, big ones, some small ones, one that looks like it's probably that Star Wars set you wanted as a kid specifically.
Oh, man.
But it's all wrapped up.
Well, I wasted a lot of time at the last house, so I'm going to try to do these next couple pretty quickly here. So I'm just going to reach into the giant bag, grab some more stuff. There's another stick of butter. I don't know where this came from, but I put that under the tree. Mm-hmm. It's a 2-story house, so I assume there's more people living here than the last house. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really have a list. Did I? So, or maybe I left that in the sleigh.
You could have.
I guess I'll just leave some more stuff. So I reach back in and there's a jar of pickles. Okay. So I leave the jar of pickles. and an entire turkey.
Yeah.
Well, like 2/3 of a
Mostly.
turkey.
Yeah, you
Okay.
see one half of his bones, and then the other is the turkey left over.
Okay. I mean, that seems nicer than when I left at the last house, right?
Yeah, because you only left one stick of butter.
Okay. You know what? That's good enough. I leave those behind. Back up the chimney I go.
Whoop, and whoosh, up the chimney you go, back there.
Okay. I'd like to hop over to the next house, please.
All right.
This is a cul-de-sac, and I'm just doing them one at a time.
You're just going across. So you end up at the next house, no problem. Again, this one doesn't have a chimney, so you're going to have to roll for chimney.
I've rolled a 2.
Okay, well, unfortunately, this house does not have a chimney, and you actually were still on the sleigh and you passed out.
Oh my God.
You didn't even get a foot out of the sleigh. And in 3, 2, 1, let's see who's next. All right, Josh takes over. And once again, you guys get some willpower points.
Okay, Kris Kringle wakes up. He's on top. No chimney was created, and his hands are covered in butter. So he just licks licks his fingers.
Perfect.
And he sees how the bag is starting to get soggy. So he looks in the bag and he sees all the food that's been jammed in there. So he starts dumping the food out onto the roof.
Come on.
And,
Perfect.
and
Oh, yeah,
now
it all
he's-
comes tumbling
Now
out.
he's gonna eat all of it.
Yeah, waste not, want not.
I was saving that for later.
Well, if you're going to eat all of it, I think you know what I'm going to ask you. Roll to
well,
eat all of it.
The good news is that his first skill is eat all of it.
Perfect.
But we rolled a 2.
Oh, no. Oh, man. You don't even get past the first all of it. This is the beginning of all of it. Oh, you feel so full that you actually pass out from too much meat there. Too much turkey. And now let's go back to voting. 3, 2, 1. Jake takes over. Good old Sinterklaas. You wake up in a pile of food.
Again?
On someone else's house. Lucky for you, it's only been about 10 minutes actually since the last time you remember waking up.
All right. Well, I guess the food is all there, but it's just been scattered across the floor.
Right. And there's some reindeer picking at it as well.
I'm not going to sink that low as to eat roof food.
No, who would do that?
So I'm going to take a look around. I'm feeling a little peckish. I want to look for if any of the homes around here, like if I still see lights on the main floor, if, people are still going, still partying.
Oh, yeah, definitely. One of the sort of bigger houses is like doors wide open. You hear people cheering and like clapping, laughing. You hear some holiday music. Their yard is like that yard that you would see like in a candy cane lane with like, the waving Santa Claus and the really expensive lights. They have that really expensive Home Depot skeleton with a Santa hat on, of course. They're going at it.
Cool. Well, I'm going to grab that like half turkey and face it so that the good part is outward.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm going to head down to that home and knock on the door.
All right. Well, the door flings open and the drunkest person you have ever seen in a little while, that was not yourself because you blackout drunk all the time, opens the door. His nose is red. He's jolly and he's all like, hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jerry. I haven't seen you in so long. Here. And I hand him the turkey and I'm going to invoke my skill of looking familiar.
Ah, okay.
So that person recognizes me and will allow me into their home.
Please let me know if that happens.
I will spend 1 willpower.
Okay.
So I'm getting +1 on this. Oh, I got a 6 anyway. So.
Aha. Oh, Fred, it's been so long. Oh, I've missed you. I didn't even think you got my invite. You didn't come earlier.
Did I guess his name is Jerry? Is that right?
Yeah, you actually happen to notice for some reason he has on his shirt embroidered Jerry. So that was perfect.
They could have like name tags on if it was like a party or something.
Well, these are all friends, but Jerry wants everyone to know who Jerry is.
Cool.
He invites you in.
Excellent. I scope the place out a bit.
Hop in. There's a stairway full of people. There's a piano. Someone's playing some Christmas tunes. There's some people playing Cranium, probably.
They would be. Okay, actually, I'll head over to the Cranium table.
All right. Everyone's like, Fred, you made it.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss this.
And they cut you off some dough and hand it to you. I don't know how Cranium works, but I know that there's Play-Doh involved.
Oh, yeah. Right, you have to sculpt little figures or something, yeah.
I've literally never played it, so go ahead.
So my objective is to get to the trivia round.
Mm-hmm.
When it's my turn to read out a question, I want to read out who is the real Santa Claus.
Okay.
A, Santa Claus. B, Sinterklaas. Or C, Kris Kringle.
All the adults, they huddle around, start whispering. So, well, I mean, it must be St. Nick. We always knew him, right? Oh, well, Kris Kringle was the one I grew up with.
Well, I'll jump in and say, I mean, these multiple choice questions, it's usually B, right?
Oh. Let's roll to find out the answer that people go with.
I don't think I have a relative skill for this, so...
You can buff it if you want.
Oh, well, it wouldn't have mattered. I rolled a 1.
And then one of the children stand up and they're like, it's Father Christmas. He's my favorite.
Oh.
And everybody, they're just like start nodding. They're like, oh yeah, Father Christmas. I mean, he's the father of Christmas. That makes so much more sense. And in your shock, you clutch your heart. Yeah, you shout, "Shut up, kid!" As you're clutching your heart, and oh my gosh, it's almost like you just had a heart attack. You fall over, your eyes wide, and you wake up. Actually, you wake up. You're not in that house, and who is in control? In 3, 2, 1. Alex and Josh, please roll off.
What? Fucking big roller here, Josh. Oh boy, a 2.
What'd you get there, Josh?
5.
5. Perfect.
There you go.
Well, you wake up and you're actually outside in their yard. Basically, everybody's indoors and the door is shut on you, but you're still at the same house. You're just outside of their house now.
Okay. And so Kris Kringle looks at all the footsteps in the snow and he sees that he probably came in the door or out the door. He looks at the window and he's going in. And his second skill is breaking and entering.
Wonderful. Well, roll to break and enter into the home you were just in.
6.
Oh, perfect. You lift that window up and you don't even shatter a piece of glass. It's like a smooth transition. You got one leg in, one leg out. You're pulling yourself in and you end up actually in their laundry room. So you land nicely into just a soft pile of clothes.
Oh, nice. Okay, this isn't where he wants to be, though. He wants to be in the kitchen.
You head over to the kitchen. It's just a few doors down.
Okay, he's in there. Where's all the food? He's going to eat all of it.
Well, there's a one of those big like median counters, and it's just got a full spread of food here. It's got a half-eaten turkey for some reason. It wasn't there before, but yeah, it's there now. There's some stuffing. That's my favorite, particularly. There's some sweet potato.
Oh, this is amazing.
Some sort of, I'm sure traditional South American foods that I don't
forgot
know.
we were in South America.
We're really botching this culturally.
Fucking Argentina or something.
It could be, yeah.
Okay, first, Kris needs to get with food safety. So are there any milk and cookies?
You do see there in the middle, there is a big pile of cookies in the center, but no milk
the cookies
around.
are going in the trash. The milk is going down the drain.
Perfect. You throw those things away. Great.
Okay, then he proceeds to eat all of it. So I'll roll for that.
Yes.
Okay, got a 5. We're eating all of it. Good.
You're like Heathcliff in a cartoon with the turkey. It goes right in, you pull it out, it's all bones. It's wonderful in a horrifying way.
Okay, he didn't pass out this time.
No.
Kris is suspicious he might be diabetic, but now he's interested in finding the kids' room. So where's that at? This is 2 stories. He's heading up the stairs.
Yeah, upstairs. So yeah, you head upstairs, you pass the bathroom, and then you notice there's 3 rooms here. One looks like the master, and then 2 kids' rooms.
Okay. Kris opens one of the kids' door. He doesn't really care whose it is.
Okay. You just open the door. It's empty. The kids are downstairs playing everyone's favorite cranium.
I'm really worried about
there's a party happening. okay. He said,
They all saw you go upstairs. It was weird. They're like, what's Frank fucking doing up there?
He's headed back downstairs to find these kids.
Yeah, well, they're back downstairs playing Christmas games. Pin the tail on the donkey. I don't know. What are Christmas games?
Pin the antlers on the reindeer.
Sure, there you go.
Yeah.
So everyone calls him Fred when he walks in.
Yeah, they're like, Fred, why did you even go upstairs?
He's like, okay, sure, I'm Fred. Hey, kids, I'm going to show you the coolest socks. Wool socks, stitched them myself. He busts out these socks. They've got reindeer. They're so sweet.
Okay, well, you got 3 of the kids there, and they're looking at these socks, and they're just like, I hate socks.
No, these are the best socks. They're going to keep your feet warm and dry. You want
It's
these?
summer in South America.
They look itchy. They look wool.
I wanted an Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted specifically the Halo Xbox, so that's what was on my list. Please roll to convince these kids that they want this socks.
Talk up junkie gift skill
Yes.
3. Okay, this is a big deal. I'm going to use some willpower.
Perfect.
I'm going to use 2.
Whoa.
There's no way I can mess this up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 4. We do it.
You do it. Oh my God. One of the kids who wasn't really paying attention turns around, looks at these socks, and he starts screaming. He's like, oh my God, those socks. I love that color. It's my favorite. And he just snatches those from your hands. And he actually runs upstairs because he's just so excited. He's full of energy now.
Nice. Okay, Kris Kringle looks at the camera and says, domination. And then he runs out the door.
Fuck.
He runs out the door. He's just sprinting to the next house.
Perfect. The next house. Again, it's the end of a Christmas party happening at this one. What do? People are leaving. There's a bunch of cars parked out in front.
Okay, are there any signs that we've been in this house already?
No, this is a new one. You're still in the same cul-de-sac, though. You guys have been in this cul-de-sac for like 2 hours now.
Okay.
We've been to 3 houses.
I think like 4 now, but yeah.
Oh, God.
There's only 2 more, luckily, in this little cul-de-sac. But yes,
Okay.
this is the other one.
He's not taking any chances. He's going in the window.
All right. Perfect. Roll the window.
Oh, we're breaking and entering. Oh, roll the 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, you throw yourself at the window, and actually it's plexiglass. And you just bounce right back and hit your head on one of the rocks outside.
Wah, wah.
Uh-oh. You pass out.
He says, domination, as he fades back into the darkness.
Yes, exactly. All right, let's vote. 3, 2, 1. Alex takes over.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that was really expensive.
You wake up. You're actually not in this cul-de-sac anymore. And that elf that's been with you is so mad right now.
Oh, God.
He's like, you're taking forever. But you're in the air. This time the reins are in your hands, luckily. But yeah, you're moving on.
Okay.
You're going to the next country of choice.
I guess if I'm thinking about how time zones work, do we have to go to Europe now?
Sure. I mean, time zones don't affect Santa
Oh, they
Claus,
don't
so you
affect
don't
Santa.
have to
Okay,
worry
that's
about that. But you're still on a 24-hour clock.
I'm still on. Okay. It's a bit weird for Santa being like down in places where it's summer on Christmas because he lives in the North Pole where it's always winter.
Mm-hmm.
So Santa the Jolly's back in charge. We're going to Europe. So
All right.
we strap in and fly across the Atlantic Ocean. We're going. And somewhere along the way, I just feel like I kind of need a pit stop back at home. So we're going to stop off at the North Pole on our way to Europe.
Okay, perfect. You do a zig, zig on your flight trajectory and head back to the North Pole.
Yeah.
You make a landing. It's mostly quiet because, all the elves are finally getting a night to sleep after slave driving them for so long. You got a little simple house, a gigantic factory behind there.
Mm-hmm.
What do?
I just take a quick jaunt across the compound, across Santa's compound, up to my house, and I just want to see what Mrs. Claus is up to. Maybe I care about my spouse, so I want to check in and make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
If I had a phone on the sleigh, I'd call her on my lunch break, but I don't have one.
Well, Mrs. Claus, she's on the computer currently on
Okay.
SantaNet. She's
Okay.
worried about you. You know, there's some places that have storms happening and stuff, so she's checking the weather.
She on the
Aw.
Santa tracker watching
Yeah,
your
exactly.
progress.
Aw, that's nice.
She's cute.
You know, she's worried about you. And she has noticed that in the Santa tracker is here. And she's kind of starting to look around like, this is a little early in the night. Babe, are you here?
And Santa says, Mrs. Claus, because I don't know her first name. Mrs. Claus, baby, let's go for a ride. You should hop in the sleigh with me. Come on.
Whoa, but it's Christmas. I mean, you're so busy tonight.
Yeah, but, time doesn't affect Santa. Let's have a little bit of fun.
Sure, roll to convince her to go with you.
The first of my 3 skills, I guess it's the third of my 3 skills that I'm announcing, is
Mhm.
knows if you've been bad or good.
Oh, no.
That's awesome. That is fantastic.
And I want us to be a little bit bad. So
All
I'm going
right.
to use bad or good, and I'm going to add one of my willpower to it as well, because I
Perfect.
want this to succeed. I didn't even need it. I rolled a fucking 6, and I had to spend a goddamn willpower to do it. So we're going to be a little bad. We're going out.
You grab her hand and she's giggling. She's like, oh, okay. I guess we can just go for a little ride.
Yeah, and we on our way to the sleigh, I grab some tinsel off our house, and we wrap some tinsel around our shoulders. We're having a flashy night out.
Yeah, really dress it up.
I tell her to put on her best shoes on her way out the door, and
All right.
we hop in the sleigh, and
She's got
we
her
go.
shoes
We're going to
with bells
Paris.
on.
We're going to Paris.
Oh,
Oh
cool.
my goodness. You know, I've always wanted to go, she says.
I know it's been hundreds of years you've been asking me, but now I'm a thoughtful husband.
You're usually just so busy.
Well, one night a year.
And then you ignore her the rest of the year.
That's
I guess.
right. But Santa's making up for lost time now.
Oh, baby.
So yeah, we're going to Paris.
Oh, let's go. You're flying. You make a beautiful arc over the Eiffel Tower. You get there in no time, basically, because you...
I turn on the stereo. It's fly me to the moon.
And then you're pointing at the moon. You're like, get it? Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. She's swooning.
Does this fulfill my one objective?
Yeah, it is. You can still keep going with it and get another point if you'd like, but you are currently getting a check mark there.
Okay. What does that do? I forget. I know you explained this to us, but I forget.
Yeah, sure. So one of your objectives, I did list them in 1, 2, 3 order. You get that many points as many times as you do that objective.
If this is objective number 3, I get 3 points.
Yes.
And then is points just who wins at the end, or do I
Yes.
use these for willpower?
Who is actually going to be the new Santa Claus? Well, not the new Santa Claus, but who is going to provide John with the insights of Santa Claus?
Should we have been announcing completing our objectives as
No,
we went?
you didn't
or-
have to do
Oh.
that. Yeah, we'll do that at the end. You just should be keeping track of your points, though.
Are they secret?
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
She is swooning. She's all like, "Oh, Mr. Claus, you look a little different today." Actually, now that I think about it,
That's just the moonlight.
now she needs you to convince her that you're not just some weirdo, that you're the same Timothy Allen that she's always known and loved.
Oh, no. Well, I felt bad for this woman before, but now.
Oh, man. Oh.
Well, now we know why he's ignored her for so long.
I was going to say that's why Tim Allen sucks so much lately is the real Tim Allen has been Santa for a long time and someone
Yeah.
shitty has replaced him.
Oh, I like that theory. Nice.
I look at her and I'm like, Mrs. Claus, baby, come on. And I jiggled my belly a little bit like, it's the same old Santa. So I'm going to roll belly like a bowl full of jelly.
Sure.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I roll a 2. I fail.
Oh no. She starts screaming all
Christmas
the names of the reindeer. Rudolph, get us the hell out of here. I don't even know this guy. They just whoosh. And actually you go tumbling back onto the sleigh and right into the street and black out.
In France.
In France, correct.
Okay. Santa doesn't speak French.
Santa speaks all languages.
Oh, okay.
He has to be able to sell toys in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Legally bound to. Yeah, so let's vote in 3, 2, 1. Jake takes over. Mr. Sinterklaas, you are now laying starfish on the cobbled roads of Gay Paris.
I do a snow angel.
Do a little snow angel. It's cute. Someone takes a photograph.
No paparazzi.
Yeah, other than that guy, though, nobody seems to care about you at all.
That's fair. I'm sure there's other Santas around, other imposters.
Yeah, there's a guy ringing a bell with a little pot for charity.
I challenge him to a Santa off.
You march right up to him and you challenge him. All right. How does this challenge go? Please tell me.
So, I mean, he's got his bell. He's got his, like, doing good deeds and stuff. But my secret weapon is my first skill, which is speed woodworking.
Oh, my goodness.
Truly, only the real Santa Claus would be able to, and, you know, he pulls out a block of wood and a chisel and, like, creates a toy, like, rocking horse in, like, 3 seconds flat.
All right. Let's see how good this horse is.
I'll spend 1 willpower on this.
Sure.
I got 5 + 1, 6.
Perfect. Well,
Nice.
you're in luck because this guy was so befuddled about what just happened. Another Santa Claus, just came up to him, whittled the perfect looking tiny rocking horse in his face. He's extremely intimidated and confused.
And I say that you'll be hearing from my lawyers.
He looks around to see if there's any cameras around. He's like,
There's no cameras.
oh, okay.
I know if you've been bad or good.
No, I know if he's been bad.
Yeah, I just kind of, you know, give him the 2 fingers to my eyes and the 2 fingers back to him. Real Santa here. I got my eyes on you.
All right. This guy starts packing it up because he is highly intimidated. This is the end of Christmas night for that Kris Kringle. He packs it up. There's just people looking around you now because you did make kind of a scene. Some people are like, oh, that toy is really nice. Like, wow, you did that so fast. Other people are all like, what the hell?
Yeah, give it to the nearest kid, I see.
Oh, perfect. Oh, the kid's like, thank you, Santa Claus.
But I want it to have been a kid that was bad this year. Just to, yeah.
You wanted the kid to be bad. I see what you're saying. Well, then he actually looks at the toy after he says, thank you, Santa Claus. And then he looks at the toy and he's like, what? This is garbage. And he just chucks it into the snow near the Eiffel Tower and starts screaming to his parents. He's just all like, Mommy, Daddy, I wanted an Xbox.
That kid learned an important lesson about life today. It's all disappointments from here on.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
I'm going to give you a point for that because that was pretty funny. For the life advice.
So I was just in kind of the middle of the streets here. For a moment, I feel the influence of the other Santas and that I need to get back on track delivering presents.
Yeah,
so
you better start doing it soon.
Where's the next nearest home that I can deliver to?
Yeah, the next nearest home. They're just all like kind of like apartment style buildings, like the old Parisian buildings nearby. They're just a hop over the river, so not too far.
Sure.
You have to remember, though, now you don't have your bag or sleigh.
Yes, that could be a problem. Okay, no, I can make this work.
Okay.
So the first house, I want to head in.
First apartment, sure.
First apartment, yeah. And here's my plan. You tell me how many times I need to roll.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm happy about this.
I am going to steal the TV from one home and then gift it to the next home.
Okay.
And steal the Xbox from that home and deliver it to the first home.
I don't know why. It's like I feel like we're not getting money from Xbox like we should be. I mean, I think you can definitely do that. You're going to have to roll for stealing, breaking and entering, and taking the TV.
I don't have any skills for this. So let's do 2 willpower.
Okay. And then I'm going to say you'll need to roll a second time to get from each house to each house. So just 2 times. So the first one, this is breaking and entering homes.
Plus 2 willpower. Boom. 6.
Oh, man.
Nice.
You sneak in there. One of the rooms, for some reason, has all the lights, and you spray it with the mist so you can see all where the lasers are pointed, and you do that Santa-style roll and all over to get to their TV.
Really suck in my belly to not hit the lasers.
Yeah. But yeah, you make it in there. And in the next house, you grab their stuff as well. And oh my gosh, it's almost like they don't even have a security system. That was way too easy. Go on, though. Now let's see if you actually can drop off all this stuff without anybody seeming to care.
Yeah. So this is doing the swap.
Yeah.
I want to, if someone spots me, I'll, play it off like I'm like the apartment custodian or the building manager or something. Invoking my looking familiar skill.
Okay.
Just so people aren't as concerned about what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, one still.
Oh my gosh. No. You say that you're the apartment manager visiting at like midnight Parisian time. And the guy just starts cursing you out in French. Like he just screams at you, starts pointing. So, he runs to the phone to call the police.
Tabernacle!
And then you just jump out the door. You're running out the door. You trip over your shoes. You fall down the stairs that went to his apartment and you black out. Okay, let's vote again. 3, 2, 1. Josh is next.
Nice. Kris Kringle wakes up. He says, domination.
You wake up.
Understand that.
You wake up whispering domination in a hospital. You really hurt yourself at this point. You've broken a leg. There's a police officer taking a statement from the nurse out there. What do you do next?
He can't be here. This is a waste of time. So he rips the IV out and he leaves the hospital room.
God.
And his butt's probably showing because his gown isn't done right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are in a gown, but you can see the crack.
Yeah.
Like right down the middle. But your clothes are just put to the side. They didn't like take them or anything. So if you want to change, you can.
Nope.
Oh, right.
Where's the vending machine?
There's just a vending machine out in the hallway near the reception,
Cool.
They got the ice machine there.
No, we don't need ice. We need everything in the vending machine. So how do I get it out of the vending machine?
I don't know. How do you get it out?
He doesn't have money. He's never had money. He's going to have to tip this thing over, right? That's what.
Yeah, okay.
Or is there something you can break it with?
Yeah, you can look around to see if
Fire
there's something to break it with.
Here we go. Fire extinguisher.
For sure. All right. Well, start smashing, I guess.
Okay, I'm smashing. Does breaking and entering count? Guess what? I rolled the 1 anyway. He's going down.
I was going to actually make you roll for that, so no. You're fine.
Kris Kringle goes, oh, he's feeling like he's about to pass out, and then he stays awake. All right, cool.
Yeah, exactly. You realize you're so hungry that you're like getting dizzy.
Oh yeah, he needs sugar. Yeah, it's a diabetic thing. All right, and then he's back. He breaks the glass.
All right, you break the glass. You do notice that there are other people in the hallway, but
cool. It doesn't care.
Yeah, you go for it. So
are there kids though?
Oh yeah, there's some kids. Sick kids. One with a little crutch.
He points to this. He points to the sickest looking kid and says, "You don't move. Stay right there." Are there any cookies in the vending machine?
Oh yeah,
they're going in the trash.
Those ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you throw those
all
in the trash.
All the cookies are going in the trash.
There are other things like those peanut butter and cheddar crackers that all hospitals seem to have for some reason.
He's opening it up and eating all of it. Is there a healthy snack in here?
Yeah. There's a bag of like pre-cut apples in there.
Okay, so he's in the middle of eating all of it, just tearing open wrappers. He's shoving everything in his face. Then he looks at the kids and he sees the healthy snack and he's like, "Kids, come over here."
Well, first you do need a roll for eating for me.
All right.
The thing that always gets us.
Okay, I got a 3. So I eat all of it. I succeed. So
perfect. Yes, that was part of your power. So you eat all of it, and then you call to the little sick children. The one little boy that you just said, "Wait there."
Yeah. Comes
up and he's still like, "Bonjour, mister."
Oh no, my French is so bad.
Magically, it all sounds like English to you.
He's got like an auto translator.
Or it sounds like Kringle. I guess we'll say that's the language he's
Kringle.
Kringlese.
Some of the healthy stuff is like fruit and cheese or whatever. I don't know what French people have in their vending machine.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's some brie
cigarettes
in there. Box of cigarettes.
All right.
That's a different vending machine, but yes.
Kris Kringle's gonna have the kid convince the kid to take cigarettes. He's like, well, I mean,
or junior cigarettes.
You're already this close. You might as well just do it.
Close to what?
The end.
Oh no!
It's not the same kid as before. I hope.
All right. Well, convince this kid he wants the pack of cigarettes.
Okay, he's pretty good at that. He can talk up junky gifts. He got a 3. He succeeds.
All right, perfect. Wow. The kid opens the pack of cigarettes and he takes a big whiff and he's just like Papa. And he actually starts taking them out and putting multiples in his mouth and lighting them up for the other children. while you're there. Good job.
Okay, sweet.
Yes.
You've convinced this kid to be a lifelong smoker.
I mean, he's French. He was going to be this way anyway. So whatever.
Wow.
He doesn't feel bad about this. All right. Double K isn't sure how he got in the building. He looks outside the window. Is he high up or is he good to go?
No, yeah. This is like third story of this hospital.
So he's got to go. He's done here.
You do notice that all of a sudden, because of, your crashing and all the children around you, that the police that were taking statements are starting to point and shout at you to come back. And then they start walking towards you.
All right. Nope. He's getting out the window. Do we have any way of summoning our sleigh? Like, we're not doing our job, guys.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, Mrs. Claus took it back to the North Pole, I guess. I don't know.
I think so. If you can summon chimneys, you can probably summon a sleigh.
Probably.
If you can summon a Tesla, Santa can summon a sleigh.
As the old Christmas saying goes.
All right. He pops open the window. He summons the sleigh, and the sleigh is going to land just under, and he's going to jump in.
All right, perfect. They just as they are about to grab you, please roll to jump into that sleigh.
Okay, this isn't a skill for him, so he needs to get a 6, and I don't have enough to use. And he turns to look at the police and says, "Domination," and rolls a 2.
The sleigh was right under you, but those pesky reindeer are like knocking around. So actually, it moves just slightly off before you tumble 3 stories to the ground. And concussions have been now had. As the ambulance comes by, the doctor prescribes, "We will see you," he points to the camera, "in 2 weeks." Thanks for listening to The House of Bob and our holiday special, Everyone is Santa. For this one shot, we use the system Everyone is John by Michael Sullivan. Editing by Astronomic Audio. Art by Trevor at Cosmic Amazing. Everyone is Santa will be running until December 4th, after which we'll be taking a break for the rest of December. We will be back with a brand new campaign starting January 1st, which is set in the Spire RPG system, created by Rowan, Rook, and Deckard Publishing. And fear not, as Tales of Bob will still be having new episodes this month, and our $5 Patreon tier will still be getting director's commentary. If you enjoy our work, please leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, tell a friend, and check out our Patreon. Roll on.
Jake, what did Jake bid? How did he outbid me on this?
You're so mad you can't see me. So yeah, A, St. Nick, B, Sinterklaas, or C, I already forgot.
Kris Kringle.
He hasn't had a lot of airtime, what can I say?
That's why.
Perfect, flawless, no notes.
That's really good.